Okay, MPCDN considered six alternatives for our project at Fish Lake. First, a driven pile fishing pier, which is decking that's supported by piles in the lake bed. Second, a dike, which is an earthwork structure that's protruding out into the lake. Third, a floating pier, which is a pier on pontoons or some kind of floating platform. Fourth, boat rentals, which are motorized boats that include fishing rod holders. Fifth, a zipline system, which is a seat that's connected to a series of zipline courses. And sixth, do nothing, which leaves the lake in its current condition. We developed our alternatives based on the design criteria that was given to us. Some of the requirements were that the structure had to follow or allow fishing beyond the Eurasian milfoil. It had to be durable with low maintenance. It had to be a permanent structure, and it had to comply with the Americans with Disability Act. The alternative pew matrix that can be seen here at the bottom was developed using the design criteria to help us determine which alternative was best suited for our project. The criteria is weighted based on its importance to the client, so as you can see, that to the Forest Service, the ability to fish past the weeds and safety were their most important criteria. Based upon the pew matrix, MPCDN recommends a driven pile fishing pier. The dike was the next closest with a score of 8.8, but fell short in that it's difficult to design a dike that would be ADA compliant, and it doesn't allow access to 100 feet of water. The floating pier scored an 8 in the matrix because it's not a permanent structure and because it's high maintenance. Every winter, crews would have to go out and take the pier apart and store it away. The boat rental scored 6.05 for several reasons. Some of those are that the boats require a large amount of maintenance and they're also a safety hazard. The zipline system scored 5.85 in the matrix. The reason it scored so low was due to high maintenance, low safety, and it doesn't comply with ADA standards. And the do nothing alternative scored 4.15 because it doesn't help Fish Lake with their shore fishing problem, which is the whole reason we have the project. The driven pile pier scored a 9.4 in the matrix, and due to this, MPCDN considered the driven pile pier to be the optimal alternative to resolve the shore fishing problem at Fish Lake. Jesse is now going to present the design of our driven pile fishing pier.